Good afternoon from the Georgia State Capitol, and welcome to your weekly GTLA video blog. Today completes the 21st day of the 2012 legislative session. There are only 19 days remaining, so clearly we are beyond the halfway point in the session. However, like when you're preparing for a trial, the bulk of the heavy lifting will be done in the remaining few weeks before the end of the session. We want to bring to you this week a few issues that were before the legislature that may have some impact on your practice. Of most importance this week was a bill dealing with bad faith litigation. House Bill 960 was introduced. It's a horrible version of the bill, but we are working with the sponsors and with legislators in both the House and the Senate to amend this bill to make sure that your practices will continue to be protected so that you can advocate for your clients' rights. The bill as introduced has a mandatory 60-day delay that insurers would have to respond to hold demands. It would require that plaintiffs produce a HIPAA release with every settlement demand. It also would require plaintiffs to satisfy out of settlement proceeds all outstanding medical liens. Obviously this poses great trouble for the ability to settle cases and really would be just a statutory delay for insurance companies. We are continuing to work on that bill and all that we can to make sure that that bill is still, to make sure that that bill does not harm your ability to settle cases on behalf of injured plaintiffs here in Georgia. Another bill that we're tracking is the bill dealing with the regulation of dangerous dogs. House Bill 685 we've been working on and trying to eliminate the one free bite rule. Unfortunately this week House leadership made the decision to take that provision out of House Bill 685, and so given that the House leadership has made that decision, it is unlikely we will be able to do anything to get rid of the one free bite rule here in Georgia this year, but we will continue working on that and continue to keep you updated. A third bill that we're tracking deals with the Open Records Act, House Bill 397 being sponsored by Representative Jay Powell of Camilla, Georgia, but really being pushed by Attorney General Sam Olens. The issue of most importance to plaintiffs' lawyers and to plaintiffs is a provision that initially would have prohibited a plaintiff from using Open Records Act requests during pending litigation. We offer an amendment that has now gained broad-based support that will continue to allow litigants to use Open Records Act requests during pending litigation. We will continue monitoring that and continue working to make sure that that right of your clients continues as this bill moves forward. A fourth bill to mention that was introduced this week and is of significant importance to those of you who practice in the workers' compensation area, House Bill 971 is the annual workers' compensation reform bill. Most importantly, this bill does not contain the medical treatment guidelines that have been of concern to a number of our members and had been of great concern to the medical community. The medical community lobbied hard to have that provision removed from the bill before it was introduced, and when it was introduced this week, no medical treatment guidelines were in the bill. The bill does have a modest increase in the temporary total disability benefits that injured workers would be entitled to, as well as an even smaller increase in the temporary partial disability benefits. We will continue monitoring this bill. There are other developments. There is a provision dealing with or an attempt to respond to the McCrae decision that is important to injured workers. We are working on that provision as well as the rest of the bill to make sure that your clients' rights continue to be protected under the Workers' Compensation Act. We will continue working on that and we'll continue reporting to you. There are a myriad of bills out there. As always, you can go to the GTLA website and pull up our Capital Impact Program, and there you can find all of the bills that we're tracking that may be of interest to your practice and to your clients' rights. Also look in the coming week for a report on all of our listservs, a mid-session report that we will bring to you that will provide you information on all of the bills that we are tracking that impact your practice and your clients. For now, that's all we have today. Continue following us on our weekly video blog as we continue to report from the Georgia State Capitol on the work we're doing on your behalf and on behalf of the people of Georgia. Thank you.